entertainment mixed together.
Okay.
I mean, it has a lot of audience, and in as much as there is entertainment, that shouldn't be the focus. The focus is education. We should ensure that that is the focus and they are not being distracted. But at the same time, we are able to keep their attention. I mean, those are some of the things that we can do. And also in schools, in universities and all of those things, there should be some innovation, some initiative that support agriculture. Like I know when I was in school, there was no particular innovative supporting agriculture, but I was a member of Enactors. And Enactors is entrepreneurship through us. It's a non-governmental enterprise that focuses on just developing the business and entrepreneurial aspect of young people. So that was one thing I was able to engage myself with, and it really did help me a lot. So if we have all those kind of innovations in place, and again in the tech space, we have a lot of youths that are tech savvy.
Okay.
So they love it.
Apparently everybody's tech savvy. Apparently everybody's tech savvy. If
They
you
love
give a small child a phone now.
No, there are some people that are actually very driven when it comes to all those things. But rather than making you are playing game, you're wasting your time just playing game away.
That space you can use to make money.
Yeah, exactly. You can even be playing game and make money.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can begin to test gaming applications,
Yeah.
and you love it. You are playing it, but at the same time, you are making money. And in as much as you are even benefiting the community, because in a way you are creating employment. You are employed. You are not a nuisance. You are in your house. At least you are playing game. You are not causing any form of criminal activity and all that. There are opportunities like that. There are also opportunities within the agricultural sphere. I discovered a platform recently called Hello Tractors.
Okay.
It's a platform that support farmers and connects them to people with available instruments. Like you
Okay.
can lend it, you
Equipment
can
and all
borrow
that.
it,
Okay.
but it's a platform that brings those two people together. I mean, it's just
And it's on the smartphone.
yes, I believe so. It's on the smartphone. I think it's a web application too. I
Okay.
mean, it's a very. I mean, look at that. Somebody just thought of that, and it's going to be helpful to the agricultural community, especially people that don't have enough money to go about and buy equipment and all of that.
Yeah.
So there are lots of exciting opportunities for people that want to become engaged technologically. I mean, we just need to be able to bring an awareness in that regard. So yes.
All right, join us on this very interesting discourse as we celebrate our IYDs. This is International Youth Day, and the celebration must be apt. It can't be done without you. Call the lines 08058970897, 08058971897. Speaking with Tolu mentioned some things that I need you, Ambassador Shegun, to actually look at. She mentioned, entertainment, education, very interesting. The Lagos State government is already launched something for undergraduates. I'm sure you are aware of that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's part of what she mentioned. And what speak on that.
I feel I feel the Lagos State government is doing a very great job, and I also follow the tractions of the most of the posts and all that. I follow and I go through all that most of the time when the governor posts any of these stuff and all that and achievements and all that. I go through them, I check them, I see it, I like them, and I comment most of the time. So it's a great one the Lagos State government is doing. But we also need to understand that when we are trying to do all these things, are we actually getting the feedbacks we want from all these incentive and all these things we are doing to assist and help the youth or educational system? Take for example now, I myself particularly, I would prefer to give a little boy, or should I say a youth, an iPad rather than a textbook. Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I say that? Because we understand the convention now around us with the educational system that we keep clamoring about unlearning, relearning, and all that, and blah 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 up and down to help the educational system. But how are we doing it to make these young people relearn and unlearn and all that? So if there's a definition about something, and I am supposed to give a child a textbook, I will give the child an iPad, because giving this child an iPad will open this child, or should I say this young person, to a lot of definitions.
Okay.
And apart from the definition,
Are you saying the textbook is limited?
and I'm not saying it's limited. I'm saying the kind of world we live in now, knowledge has increased.
Okay.
And
True.
we have the way it's all going now, everybody have their own perspective to learn. The way I am learning with the internet is different from the way you are learning with the internet. You are there surfing your phone. It depends on what you end up with at the end of the day. I'm there surfing my own phone. But when we come together, we'll have different perspective of what is on ground. So if I give a child an iPad, he or she will be able to go through other definitions from other perspectives from people.
On the same subject matter.
Yes, on the same subject matter, and even open the child to opportunities or benefit to that effect. So when we are doing this benefit and we're trying to empower, we're saying empowerment and all that, and we're trying to make people relate, we need to understand that the feedback matters. What are the feedbacks from all these things we are doing? How can we pen it down and then go back and recalibrate and then factor out these places are still needed to fix? That's how we can forge ahead. So when all these benefits are coming out, let us find a way to work out those feedbacks and then come back to it at the draw table and then reassess and readjust so that to help us help the people and save the planet.
Okay. Help the people save the planet. 0805-897-897, 0805-971-897 school line. WhatsApp messages to 0805-897-1897. How do you think we can further galvanize our youths and making sure that they are doing well? Okay, I got some comments. Let me see if I can see through some of these comments. Let me see. Okay, this one says, please, this government doesn't care about the suffering of the masses. St. Charles. Okay. Are you a youth, St. Charles? Do you care about yourself? First off. All right. Okay. Tolu, can you speak on that? Oftentimes you hear people say, this Sorosoke generation that you belong to.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So now you're not one of us.
Oftentimes you say, is the government. But we have Nigerians who are youths who are making, headway in this same environment that people complain about.
Yes, that is very correct. That is very correct. But we should also realize that if it is going to spread around, if it's going to move in an effective speed, in a way that everyone will feel the impact, the government is needed. That's one. But we cannot continue to wait on the government endlessly.
True.
Because if we think help will come, help may never come. Help may never come. So it falls on individuals, actually. It falls on individuals to take a stand that, oh, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want to be a force of impact in my generation, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to keep pushing until I make an headway. All of these individuals that got to where they are today is not by waiting on the government. They didn't wait on the government for government to give them anything. Yeah. So we all have to be up and doing. That's just the truth.
If I buttress that, I think, regardless of the fact that we're all clamoring about the government. Let me stand in the middle this way. I am in support of the whole thing, the whole okay and everybody,
Yeah.
And I also stand in that position too. Even if we are CSOs, we have to find a way to stand in the middle and then place it. Now, one thing I would say is this: in the place of employment to the young people. Recently, there was a job opportunity at my office,
okay,
and we have applicants open up to almost 400 or 500. We could not pick one.
Why?
Now, let me tell you this. See, this is very true. It's the bitter truth.
Where the problem lies. This is where the problem lies.
Yeah,
exactly.
young people are not really centering themselves at that place where they will attract opportunities. They are not. And I say this. I was in a conference one day with on the island. I think with Professor, what's it called? With the CBN. He was telling me that there are a lot of opportunities online available that youth are not tapping into. Instead of you tapping into those opportunities and going for links, you go for pleasuring things, graphics and stuff like that. That things will make you enjoy your internet data. Whereby your internet data is to be used to invest in yourself. When you subscribe now, you go into something yourself just to pleasure yourself.
I'm saying
instead of acquiring skills.
Those 500 that couldn't be employed, what happened?
This is it. Now, many of them, there's this thing, I don't want to leak out employment cases here, but...
No, you're not mentioning names.
No, I'm not mentioning names. The thing there is, when the job, we noticed that because I was discussing with the HR, and he said, I think the problem here is many of them are not qualified, or should I say, majorly I advise people that when you are going for an employment, what your employer wants to see is that you are able to solve a problem regardless of any
Paper you're
pressure.
carrying.
Yes. Can you solve a problem? Because that's what it boils down to.
These days?
Yes.
In Nigeria?
Yes. If you can solve a problem.
What if I have a paper qualification, first class?
It doesn't go. Because you know what?
anywhere.
Most times, all these things are not, when we try to authenticate them, they are not real. We did our research and we found out that all these qualities, or should I say, all these certifications that they all place on their resume and CVs are not it. They can't even, many of them can't even defend it. Many of them walk to my office when we conduct interview and they are not even qualified by skill. So it's not about clamoring about the government. You yourself, what are you doing for yourself?
Exactly.
What are you doing with your activities? And that's what I said about engagement. Your daily activities. Are you acquiring skills? Are you doing stuff? Are you placing yourself to be relevant? Are you sourcing out informations that we can have you? What are the things you've attended? I can't boil down to bring you into my company or to work for me in my office and then bring you in, and then you don't have the required skill. You say, okay, you are a graduate, you have BSc in this, and then you come on board, and then you can't even operate a system, or you can't even operate the laptop.
Wait a moment, Tolu Ogunsuji. If you want to make comparison between a Nigerian youth and what you have in other climes, what is the noticeable difference?
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's interesting that you asked that. It's very interesting. The number one noticeable difference is the fact that an average youth that is not Nigerian is exposed in his mind.
Right?
So his mind is exposed, and that is, once your mind is exposed, it reflects on how you handle situations around you. You are responding to things from an informed perspective. You are responding to things not just because you feel that that's how you should react. You are reacting based off of the fact that you have an informed perspective about what you are reacting to. So there is a culture of learning. There is a culture of learning. They are always constantly learning. But here we don't spend time to equip ourselves. And that's the major difference. That's the major difference. Like, somebody doesn't even know the basic things, doesn't know the basic of things. You cannot make a meaningful conversation. You cannot drive home points that will make people want to listen to you. So why then should anybody want to give you why should anybody want to give you attention? Do you understand? You need to be able to sustain conversations. I'm not even talking about you being knowledgeable about everything, but on whatever you know, how can you pass across the information that you know to other people?
Okay, sustaining the bragging rights.
Yes.
For you to give you the
The room to sell
space.
yourself.
Do you understand?
That you
Okay,
occupy.
I'm giving you the floor. Tell me what you know, and you can't say anything. You cannot offer anything. The only thing you can offer me is Big Brother Nigeria Lands.
Okay, now that I was avoiding that. I was trying to avoid it, but now that you've brought it to the fore, it's 30 million on the table. Do you blame the guys who sponsor Big Brother Nigeria?
No, what I'm saying is the only thing you can offer. I'm not saying it's bad for you to have an opinion about that. But if that is the only thing you can offer me
As a youth?
as a youth, man, you're supposed to have a career.
Okay, that's something. Not not just that.
Not just that.
You must have something,
Exactly.
a fallback mechanism.
Exactly.
Now, Ambassador Shegun, now that she has mentioned Big Brother Nigeria, you are laughing. So it's okay. Because there was nothing occupying that space.
Yeah.
So we have Big Brother Nigeria.
Okay.
Somebody wins a mathematics competition, they give them a laptop for the school, give the person 50,000
Like
naira.
2,000 naira.
Now this one,
Okay.
the youth will vote.
Yeah.
Somebody sent something one time on the socials, was it 3 days ago that I saw, I can't really place my hands on it, that the voting system for Big Brother Nigeria, if the youth will vote in that,
Can vote for the election.
I'll tell you.
oh my God, even
That's it.
even the elders will beg.
They'll beg.
That the voting for people in Nigeria, they compared it with the voting in America and the UK. Those ones were distant second.
Yeah.
Nigeria was over 170 million.
Yeah, yeah.
In UK, in America was probably 53 or...
Over time, the audience have been in Nigeria. Over time, Big Brother has been.
So it brings to the fore something again, guys. There's a market here.
Yeah, a huge one.
We have not tapped 1/4 of that market.
Yeah.
So how can we?
Okay, what I would say is this: as a person that I've actually advocate for young people, even beyond borders here, I would say what I feel is our youth have centered their opinion that since probably the government would not allow them have a voice in the political system, they have no business there. That's the feedback.
Nobody has said no to the youth. There's a not too
this
young to run. Not too young to run.
Yeah, the thing here is we still say okay, the youth are involved, but are they the one implementing?
Wait a moment, I don't know how old you are, but
Okay.
Anthony now moved the motion for Nigerians' independence at the age of 27. I know you are beyond 27.
Sure.
I'm looking at you.
Sure.
So what more do you want as a youth?
Well, okay, this is it. We all know that out of all the leadership, whatever leadership, business leadership, whatever leadership, the political leadership is the patron of all leadership. There is nothing you would do beyond that to override or oversight the political leadership. So, if we can't have a voice in the political...
You have a voice. There's a governor of Kogi State. He's barely in his 40s. Do you know Milaye senator was barely in his 40s?
Yeah.
Fashola became governor of Lagos State at 44.
Yes.
What more do you want?
What we want is, see, the voice there.
Which voice do you
want? The voice there is not, the voice there is not to come and speak or come and exercise your youth speech or your youth qualifications or your youth parasters.
What voice?
The voice we need is the implementation.
Exactly.
The implementation, the contribution. We have them. If you venture more into the United Nations sector and all that, you will see them. They are even the need of what are we even discussing? The need for this IYD is for the youth to come out. These times are the times where even the United Nations itself pick out points on the notes where youths are complaining and need assistance or need aid about. That is the reason why for AYD. After today, you will see the United Nations collating and putting all things together to know where they can actually focus on to bring about change in the youth sector and then distribute it down to every regional or country leader.
Okay.
That this is what we said. That's why they, even after picking or selecting the team for every year, there are still some underneath.
If I get you, you are talking about institutionalizing policies.
Yeah,
that affects the youth.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay, if I might just add, it's not about saying that you guys, you have the floor. You guys, you can run whatever you want to run. Not all of that. But do you even give us the room to actually implement the things that we say we want?
Or to enforce those policies.
Do you understand?
What do you want?
we want a government that enables us, the youth, to be the best that we can. That enabling environment. I mean, a lot of people have become so frustrated with dreams and ideas that they have just because policies are frustrating.
They are even driving our dreams to overseas.
Do you understand?
Our ideas are being shipped to overseas now.
Yes.
We have young people. I was in contact with a friend recently in the overseas. He's actually working for Facebook, or should I say, is it Apple or Facebook? I don't know. Let me check him. And it's one of their strong man there. He's a young guy. In fact, the young person in the young most employed person, I think is it Apple or Facebook that is, I think it's an IT engineer. It is the highest paid, I think now, globally. And it's from Nigeria. Highest paid. Now look at that robust value that is being shipped out there to invest with our youth with the system over there. Why can't we have them here? Because of the policies that are being amended, not allowing the youth to come out and exercise it.
Okay, there's something here from Kule. He lives in Ireland. He says our youths are boxes up because they do not have access to opportunities. Hence, they run abroad in search of the golden fleeks. They become Andrew. All right, and when you watch youth talk, for instance, the so criticized Big Brother show, you see how they express creativity, show diversity in knowledge. But once they come out, realities beckon and the Nigerian system hits them. Hence, they focus more on the showbiz aspect. Okay, the Nigerian youths are still our best exports, better than crude oil. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
I do agree.
Than crude oil.
Yes.
You don't have to pay your salary. I'll take this one. Good morning here. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Go ahead. All right. Okay. And it says we should not even mention music or the music industry.
No, let's don't go there.
Oh, let's not, because
not go
there are things that.
Is there a problem?
Oh,
The music industry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What's wrong with it?
Let's not go there. It's fine. It's fine.
No, let's talk about it actually, because a lot of artists have come to the fore, and they've become employers of labor themselves,
Yes.
making good music, winning awards. Should I mention Burna Boy?
Yeah,
Grammy
our,
Award
no, our
winner?
music industry is fine. We're saying that it's fine, but even the ones that we feel that come out there to to display their how would I call it, their charisma with the young people and all that, they still pass the message underneath those contents.
The way you laugh, like something is wrong with our music industry.
No,
They still pass out the content. But
the laugh is not about the music industry per se,
yeah,
but about the what government is doing
the music industry is even our voice. Let's put it that way.
To
It's
sort
just
of-
our voice.
to shut up.
Yeah.
It's beginning to seem like whatever the youths have laid claim to,
Yeah.
or they're expressing themselves in,
Yeah.
they somehow want something to just pull that down.
Someone said music industry is the best in Nigeria so far.
Yeah. Okay.
That's personal opinion. So
Is
to
that
say.
true?
No, that's personal.
Or
opinion.
IT.
But right.
Should we pick IT?
Oh, IT. Yeah.
Even the music is intertwined with IT.
Yeah.
These days you have downloading sites.
Yeah.
Bloomberg, you have Not Just
You can
Okay.
even record on yourself, on your phone.
Everything is interwoven. Everything is IT.
Everything
Yes.
is IT.
It's IT, it's
Everything
IT.
Is that the
IT.
future?
Oh,
That's the future.
definitely.
Is the Nigerian youth ready for this future?
Okay, that's another topic of
I want an answer. Not a topic. I want an answer now.
I'm not sure.
Is the
we
Nigerian
are.
youth ready?
I'm not sure we are, and that's where the kind of like we need to shift the perspective. We need to start engaging them in a way that shows them that the tech space is not only for people that went to school to study technology.
Okay.
Like the tech space is not only for people that went to school to study technology. Everybody can be a tech
You
person.
need to be tech oriented.
Everyone has a right to be.
to be
Yes,
relevant in the future.
Everybody, yes.
For this fifth generation, to be relevant.
Whether
in
you
the
study in the forward
you
university or
have
not,
to be tech oriented.
You have to be. You
For
have to be.
as a young person.
going forward,
Going,
Yes.
yeah.
or else no conversation.
No conversation.
Seriously.
Yes, because everything is on the computer, everything is on the phone. So if you are not there, you are nowhere. Basically.
Oh, I would like that punchline. Hello, good morning here. Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay. Ochuko. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. All right. 20%. Hmm. Hmm. Hello, Chuko. All right. He said that you don't know the history of this country.
Did they teach us though? Did
What?
they teach us?
You actually don't know the history of this country.
Oh,
Well, I feel no.
everybody knows a version of
we
it.
all know it. We're inside the story already.
What's the history of this country?
Why
Do you know the story of this country?
Yeah, yeah.
What's our story?
Our story is like, how would I put it? Our story is like a book that is starting from the back. That's the way I put it.
How do you mean? You're always bringing some things.
Don't mind it. It's our story is like a book that is starting from the back.
Okay.
We're
How can a
trying
book
to-
start from the back?
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
just be conceptual.
Only in
Okay.
Nigeria.
We're starting from the back. Why? We want to start from the finish line to go to the starting point.
Oh, that's crazy. Is that not impossible?
No, it is. It's impossible.
That's why you say in Nigeria anything is possible.
How can you go to the finishing line? It's like the Olympics. There's a starting line.
Yeah.
There's where you're going to press the tape. So if you start from where you're going to press the tape,
That's it. That's our story in
That's
Nigeria.
magic.
That's our story.
Yeah,
That's a terrible story, wouldn't you say?
that's the story.
Very
So how can we
terrible.
change the narrative going
We-
forward?
Um,
Maybe as final words.
First of all, I'll talk about coalition and collaboration. Now, the tri-sector in every country, the tri-sector, the federal government, the civil society, the federal government, the civil society, and the business world. That's just
So
so the tri-sector need to see themselves as collaborators, not competitors.
Okay, that's
We need to
civil
define
society,
Yeah,
federal government, and the business community, the corporate world.
the corporate world, the private sectors, and the civil society and federal government. They have to see themselves as competitors, not competitors.
Okay,
That's how we can have it.
so can provide a conducive environment.
Yeah, because why I say this is one out of them might be enabling the youth, while the other might not, and it won't work for us to achieve at the required goal on time. So, but if they are in collaboration to start with, then our youth can venture easily into all this.
Yeah, just to buttress.
Because quickly.
Quickly buttress.
All right,
Last point.
So
Time is not our friend.
if all of them are not in sync, if there's no cooperation, it's going to be like somebody running with a stone tied to the leg. You
Okay.
can't move far. Like you're making all the efforts, you're trying to move, but something is dragging you back. And that's what happens when all those three sectors are not in sync. One person cannot do it alone. It's a joint effort, it's a collective effort. So everybody has to kind of like cooperate to make this happen.
All right, Omotalani from Ebeda says, I think we need to go back to the foundation level of education when talking about employment issues. Is the school that is not equipped with technology, laptop, and one of the students was opportune to find system-based job. Please, what do you want he or she to do when he didn't even learn that from school? That is something to really worry about going forward.
I think this is where NGOs need to come in.
Okay, and that's how we're going to leave it. I must thank. All right. Okay, you need some your NGO. What do you do quickly? Maybe in 1 minute.
All right. The Goodness Impact Foundation is actually a youth-based organization in Nigeria. So far, we have our thematic areas. So far, we have our thematic area, our 5 thematic areas. We're centered on drug abuse, gender-based violence, social enterprise, social learning, and therapeutic communication. So with the use of professional guidance and counseling, we're able to do a lot for the young people in society, and which is in line with the SDG 4, 5, 6, 8, 16, and 17. So we are doing all that to center our values to the youth. Actually, our slogan is delivering values to the youth. So we do all that. But with these 5 thematic areas, we're able to do a lot of things in line with the SDG goals.
All right, if you want more, maybe your social media handle so that they can contact you.
I will leave Tolu to that because we actually have a sensitization today on our Facebook Live for the youth.
Okay, you tell us the time and the social media handle.
The time is for 6 p.m. We have a IG live session. We
On
have a
Facebook,
couple
on Facebook.
On Facebook Live.
of
Today,
Facebook Live.
4 p.m.
Yeah, the Goodness Impact Foundation. The Goodness
Impact Foundation.
On Facebook, Goodness Impact.
Impact Foundation.
Yes.
Facebook,
Also
Instagram,
on Instagram, yes. We're also on
The same
Instagram.
same handle.
same handle.
Yes, the same one.
Same handle. And also
Okay.
on LinkedIn, we're on LinkedIn as well.
On IG, sorry if I can correct that. On IG, we are TGIF.
TGIF.
And
What does TGIF? What does it mean?
The
TGIF.
Goodness Impact Foundation.
Okay.
TGIF _NG for Instagram.
All right.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
That's our time in celebration of IYD, International Youth Day. Day set aside by the UN every August 12. And of course, you know what this year's theme stands for: transforming food systems, youth innovation for human and planetary health. And I must thank my guest, Ambassador Daniel Olabinto Shegun, a youth rights advocate and chairman of the Goodness Impact Foundation, TGIF. Of course, he came here not alone. He came with Tolu Ogunsuji, the IT expert of that same foundation. Guys, I must thank you for helping at least to change the narrative going forward that we have lazy Nigerian youths. With my interaction with you guys, no lazy Nigerian youths here anymore. All right, thank you, members of the team, Cousin Fumilayo, Dupe Adagun, Joshua Maradesa, for a job well done, assisted by Bumi Ajayi, Mochunaya Suleiman, and Damilola Adebayo, all for 89.